Come on YouTube, you're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance on the GTX 1050 Ti, 570 and 1650 Super. How are you guys doing? Good seeing you here. First of all, thanks to Wizards of the Coast for providing a copy of the game. They are the publisher of this video game. If you want to get it, there's a link in the description for the Steam page. It's an Unreal Engine 4 game, so I wanted to take a look at it. I didn't even know that this game released a couple of days ago, so here we are. I'm drinking mate at the same time. It's a national drink. Hi, Jim76UH, Loudly Pro, Asumus, todo bien? How are you doing, guys? Today I'm doing something a little bit different with the live stream. I'm using normal latency, which in this case should be a little bit more time between me and you guys, so be aware of that. And also I'll have real-time subtitles, so you should be able to have auto-generated English subtitles due to the setting I chose. So yeah. Hey, I'm Boy. Today I'm going to be watching Santiago. Well, welcome. How are you doing, guys? Jesper Valentin. H. Ritik Gupta. Tanmay Shirsat. Hello. Well, let's get started. Does the drink have alcohol in it? No, not at all. Zero alcohol. This is all healthy stuff. Buenas, Andain Elm. Okay guys, so let's get started with 1080p on the highest settings. Before that, I'm going to disable motion blur, just personal preference. I do not like motion blur in most video games, so I like to be safe and disable it right away. So we turn it off, there we go. I'm using a PS4 controller. So let's play. This is the very first time I play the game. Okay, it's already started. I have no idea about Dungeons and Dragons. This is my first time. I don't know if this has anything to do with it. Although the animation of the main character leaves me a little concerned of what's ahead. Anyways, what's the drink called again? It's called mate, yerba mate. You can look it up as mate on Google. Talk to the merchant.
You know I got what you're looking for.
Okay, what do we have? Okay, nothing, which makes sense, we just started the game. Let's keep going. Also, do you guys see the subtitles? Are the subtitles working or not? The word chest is empty. Feels like just like in real life. The chest is empty. Okay, I'm offline because, you know, I'm not playing with other people. I'm kinda social distancing for a bit. To access a campaign, interact with the world map. Start with the Trials of Tempus, where you can practice combat with Tempus, the Lord of Battles. Okay, sounds good. Let's go. Yeah, this is the only option, so let's go there. I don't know how to play this game. This is, again, guys, the first time. Not working for you. Okay, guys, anybody else can see any subtitles? If that doesn't work, well, I'm ditching the YouTube normal latency for low latency. Nope, not subtitles. Oh man, that's a shame. That's a shame. Hang on, let me double check on my end. That's pretty disappointing if it's not working, because I have more latency. Yeah, there's no subtitles. YouTube, why? Come on, YouTube. I hate when that happens. Yeah, I'm on normal latency. The subtitles should work. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'll try to fix it for the next live stream. On this one, we're kind of screwed. Right bumper and left bumper. Okay, there's ranged attack. Okay. That didn't have any momentum at all, but that's fine. Okay, Dark Souls style, so we got L1 to block and R1 to attack. Interesting. So far, what I dislike about the game at the moment, 5 minutes in, it's the animation of the main character is kinda odd. Doesn't feel like he has any momentum whatsoever. Other than that, I understand the combat at least. And it runs pretty well so far. Looks like it's Unreal Engine 4. Yeah, I mean, it's Unreal Engine 4. No doubts about it. It looks like the classic Unreal look. Sanji, you're looking fine as hell today, man. Well, thank you. Same to you, sir. Well, I hope so. If not, I'll be kinda saying something without meaning it. No sé los subtítulos, disculpen, pero lo arreglo para la próxima. No puedo desconectarme y volverme a conectar. Quedan para la próxima, les prometo. Screen tearing? Well, yeah, VSync is disabled, so screen tearing is something that will happen. So, apologies about that, but cannot help it. Have you heard of the Blood Hunt? It's a minimum GPU, it's a 1070. Well, we'll see about that once we try it out. Oh, I have to do a ranged attack. What am I not doing it? Okay, furious attack, only right trigger. Interesting. Heavy attack and light attack. Combine light attack and furious attacks. Okay. So there's combos, there is... Oh, there's also dodging. Cool. Although, yeah, what I'm not liking is the animation of the character. Can you shout me out, bro, from Philippines? I don't know how to pronounce your name, so... Hey Fred, how's it going, man? 1050 Ti still going strong. Hell yeah. We'll see once we get into a more open level. But I don't know what I need to do. I already know how to... Okay, more ranged attacks. Let's go for it. There we go. Okay. What now?
For the people of
Tap A to jump. Okay. Yeah, that's the first thing I did when I launched the game. Perform a jump. Okay, circle to evade. Let's go. Cool, cool, cool. Hope Far Cry 6 FSR gives me hope for my 1650. Yeah, we should be fine, man. Those games run on PS4 and Xbox One. We should have no problems on a 1650. Okay, perform a dash. 1, 2, 3. Done. Ukraine. Hi, your exorcist. How's it going? Leí que tenía varios bugs. ¿Cómo va tu experiencia hasta ahora? Hasta ahora ningún problema, solo las animaciones no me gustan, pero hasta ahí está todo bien. Okay, let's block. Come on, attack. 1, 2. But yeah, guys, so far no bugs for me. Although I do not like the animation of the main character. Tap left bumper. Okay, classic. Before a monster attack to parry. Hang on, I gotta get the timing right. There we go. That's the timing. Okay, gotcha. Pretty forgiving on the timing, I have to say. There we go. GTX 1050 Ti, fine like wine. Hell yeah, fine wine using FSR on the 1050 Ti. Although there's no FSR in this game, so... yeah. Okay, lock on. Yeah, the animation of the main character... Oh man. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Okay, I can change targets, makes sense. Drink a healing potion. Sure thing. Up. Delicious. Delicious red juice. Ya sabemos que no te gustó la animación. Sí, pero lo tengo que repetir. Lo tengo que repetir para que quede claro. Is this game really bad like the reviews said? I don't know, man. I'm 10 minutes in. The only thing, again, animation on the main character. I barely played. But yeah, the reviews on Steam are pretty poor, to say the least. 50%. So yeah, that's not a good first impression. Looks like a third-person mod. Do you mean because it feels very Unreal Engine? Perform an empowered strike. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Open the chest. Gladly. Let's collect. Yeah, like a Skyrim third-person mod. But you don't need a mod in Skyrim. You just do the mouse wheel backwards and you get third person. So Skyrim already has a third-person option. So yeah, that's hilarious, man. I can tell that you haven't played enough Skyrim. Okay, we're back here. So far, performance is good. We'll see once we get into a more demanding place. So let's keep going. Alright, let's go for this one. Adventurer, Hero, Guardian, Champion, Legend, Ascended. Okay, let's go Hero.
I mean, what would you do without me?
Yeah, I trust myself. I think I can do it. Subsanteo, catch your stream finally at the beginning after a while. Well, welcome back, man. Yeah, today I did the live stream a little bit later than usual. That's probably why you found me, so welcome. Y saludos a Carlos Martínez. ¿Cómo andás? ¿Todo bien? I heard this was a bad game. What do you think so far? So far, again, just the animation. We'll see once we actually get to play the game. This is now the real thing when it starts. But the controls feel okay. It's just, again,
Bruner's aid in the war against
characters animation,
people exposed to this invasion.
which I repeated like
Till I see the
10 times already. Just probably bored about that, but that's fine. I'll just play the game and read the chat. Yeah, but like the Souls mod ones. Okay, gotcha. Talking about Souls, look at that. Reminds me of the bonfires in Dark Souls. Pretty neat. Out here we're dropping into the 50s. So far, no big performance hits on the highest settings, which is good for an Unreal Engine 4 game. Whoa, I forgot I can jump. Hang on, I'm going to collect. What is this? Gold! Gold, gold, gold! 2 AM in Cambodia? Well, sorry about that, man. Destroy the supply camps, Ballista. Come on, explode! Boom! Yeah, performance is good. So far so good with the numbers. We're getting some drops when effects show up, but other than that, so far so good. Too bad you can't pick up that badass sword. Agreed, agreed. What a shame. What a shame. Does this game have dynamic resolution? No, it doesn't. But let me double check the options menu just in case. So we got a graphics thing. Oh, you can adjust the FOV, although I think the FOV, the default is fine. Love you, Santiago. Well, same man. I love you guys as well. Thanks for being here. So as I was saying, maximum FPS, you can cap your frame rates to whatever you want. Then you got the motion blur intensity, which I kept it on 0. Personally, I do not like motion blur. And then you get the from normal to very high. So the usual Unreal Engine 4 stuff. I guess by lowering the shadows, visual effects and post-process, we get a big performance boost. But I think it runs fine at the moment. Let me check for more options to see if there is anything else. Camera shake, I disabled that because I do not like camera shake. So yeah, there's nothing else to talk about in that regard. It's running okay. Let's see for how long though. Hang on, I forget that I have a health bar. I'm too used to regenerating health. 570 will get FSR support for this game. I mean, as long as the game has the option in the menu, it should be able to turn it on. So, if it's not in the menu of the game, it's probably not supported yet. So until someone makes a separate program or something, now that they're releasing the source code. So yeah, if you see it in the options menu, it should be working. I tried Godfall even on the 750 Ti, and on that one the FSR worked. I'm publishing a video tomorrow about it. But yeah, considering it's Unreal Engine 4, it's running okay, although it looks pretty meh, to be honest. I mean, combat is okay, graphics are fine. So yeah, it's pretty meh so far. But the control's okay. I'm using a PS4 controller. So far so good. Performance is good, controls are fine,
Goblins in Verbeeg lay siege.
but the rest is pretty meh.
I'll break this siege and then see what damage has been done within.
Yeah, it looks bland. Exactly, that's the word I was looking for, bland. And I played, what? I played 15 minutes. But we'll see, maybe I changed my mind, but I don't think so. Bland is a good word, I would say. Yeah, bland describes it perfectly. It looks okay, it performs great. Performance is fine. The thing is, well, on the Gigabyte it's okay, it works. I'm not having any issues with that. Although here we're dropping some frames. No big deal. So yeah, it's okay so far. More than that, I think, will be an overstatement. So yeah, bland is a great word. At least 15 minutes in, that's my verdict. If it didn't look mad, the FPS would be meh. Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe. Sometimes there are games that look terrible and run terrible, so that's not usually a good way to measure it. By the way, did you play any game demos in the indie showcase? No. No. I play no demos. I have so many games. Oh, I didn't pay attention. Sorry, guys. So as I was saying, I didn't play any demos because I don't have enough time. I mean, I usually play games for the live streams and all that, and that's about it. Let me see if I can fix the drops into the 40s. Probably lowering the FX is good enough. But I don't think it runs bad. I mean, some drops into the 40s is okay. Are you having any new old graphics cards that you're going to use in your next videos? Yeah, I have a 1050, 2 gigabytes. This one. You probably guys know about it. I already made a post about it. Okay, I'm back here. Hopefully the enemies do not respawn. Okay, here. Oh, this is taking damage. Oh no. So let's see if I can improve those frames by lowering the FX a little bit. So we got visual effects, we put it on medium. Let's see if it does anything at all. Okay, we jump into the 60s. Let's destroy this enemy. Okay, stays over 50 now, so let's call this medium effects. Basically, this is 1080p, guys. So everything maxed out, but effects are medium. So medium effects, the rest cranked up. Is a GPU 4 GB or 8 GB? This is 4 GB. There is no 8 GB 1050 Ti, unfortunately. Sí, Joaquín, gracias. Se agradece. Okay, the enemies do seem to respawn, so I'm going to run past them. I'll pretend that they're not even there. Let's see if I can get away with it. It's a 1050 Ti, so it has 4. Exactly, exactly. You got that right. Exactly. Also, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to try and lower the latency of the live stream. I'm going to disconnect and reconnect to see if I can fix it. Hang on. So I have less latency with you guys. Okay guys, apologies about that small cut. I was checking if I could change the live stream's latency. I cannot, so next live stream I'll be doing either 4K or a proper 1440p normal latency live stream, so you have subtitles. So apologies, I was trying something new and, well, subtitles are not working at the moment. But as you can see right now with the effects lowered, I still get drops into the 40s, so that was probably not it. Yeah, I'm seeing a few extra frames here, but we're still dropping into the 40s while this energy field is going on. So yeah, although this game, you can play co-op, and they're adding split screen later on. So for split screen it might be good, but it's still the same gameplay, so up to you, I guess. Locate the lookout. Oh, retrieve the dwarven rings, that's optional. Okay, so I'll run past them. Switches to 1080p, you have guaranteed 2 to 5 seconds. Yeah, the issue is that on 1080p it looks absolutely terrible. The compression artifacts on 1080p, macro blocking everywhere. I tried it on Borderlands 3 and well, let's just say it was terrible. It looked dreadful. Super macro blocky everywhere. Just run past this. Yeah, I think I'm not supposed to run here, but I'm going to try it anyways. Yeah, exactly. That gnome said exactly what I was thinking.
More foes to fell.
Come on, get here, gnomes. I'm just going to jump. Another question, how did you improve your English vocabulary? I made a video about this a couple days ago, so check it out, it's in my channel. Although it's in Spanish, so yeah, you won't understand it. Sorry about that, I forget that not everyone speaks Spanish. Read books and have a dictionary next to the book while you're reading it. If you don't understand a word, look it up on the dictionary on Merriam-Webster, and do not look up the definition of the word in your language. Look it up in English and try to understand it by reading the definition in English. That's basically my best advice. So yeah. Oh yeah, so far game performs well, drops into the 40s sometimes, despite me lowering the settings. So yeah, maybe I have to lower something else, but overall, pretty close to 60 most of the time. At least in this part. Will you soon test Scarlet Nexus? Yeah, on Friday. It releases on Friday, so we're testing that one later. But as of right now, I would say on 1080p it runs okay. Some drops into the 40s here and there, probably lowering those shadows. It improves. Let's check that out super quickly. So we'll lower them to high. Let's see if it makes a difference. Oh yeah. A 10 FPS boost. So guys, what are my best settings for this game at the moment? I would say visual effects on high, shadows on high, and that's basically it. The rest maxed out. You don't need much more than that really. So yeah, it runs fine. And shadows. So let's try a little bit more of the game. Let's see if in the next area it happens. Probably not. Whoa, what happened there? Do I have to destroy this? Locate the bridge camp. So I don't have to kill him. So I'll keep going then. Let's run away. Let's be cowards. Medium effects. Tiene mi fidelity effects. Ah, tienes razón, eso se puede malinterpretar. Guys, there's no fidelity effects in this game. So let's put effects. Yeah, it was just for me to write less on the screen, but there you go. Effects on high and shadows on high. The rest completely maxed out. So yeah. Let's see if I can find that effing camp. Although there's a marker there, so maybe I can just run past everything. I love you, man. Well, same. I love you as well, guys. The micro block is due to a low bitrate. Well, dude, on 1080p, no matter if you select 10,000 or 9,000 or 6,000, it looks terrible on YouTube. I was using 9,000 and it was macro blocky as hell. So at 1440p I can use 1900, so I use that 1900 kilobits per second. So trust me, I tried multiple resolutions, 1440p and 1900 kilobits per second, looks okay. 1080p on the other hand on 9000 kilobits per second looks dreadful, especially on games where there's a lot of movement, there's macro blocking everywhere. Can I turn down the processing? I wonder how much performance it affects. Sure, I'll take a look, hang on. Although I don't think it's necessary in this case, it already runs fine like this. Well, let's do it, why not? Now that we're here, we might as well. So, let's go. Post-processing, we're at 70 frames. I lower post-processing when we get... Okay, 75. There's definitely an improvement. So, yeah. Although, I think we're missing ambient occlusion. Hang on. Oh, no. It was... Yeah, I mean, you get an improvement, but... 3 frames more. Just keep it like this. Lower the shadows to high, the effects to high, and you're good to go. Should be okay. ¿Crees que la 1060 corre este juego? Sí, por supuesto. A full 1080p, sin tirones ni nada. Debería irlo más bien. Si anda bien una 1050 Ti, anda bien una 1060. Someone was asking me if on the 1060 will run fine. Yeah, it will. I mean, if on a 1050 Ti you can do ultra settings 40 to 60, you'll be fine on a 1060. Oh wait, I just saw the trailers, never mind. Okay. Hi Santiago from Argentina, you speak Spanish? Sí, Fabián, soy de Uruguay, así que hablo español. Sí. ¿Cómo andas? ¿Todo bien? Bienvenido al stream. Thank you, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. So 1440p, 19 megabytes per second is the best camera for streaming. At least for me, yes, because you get a good enough latency with the chat and you get good visual fidelity. At 4K, it looks amazing, but at the same time, at 4K, you get like a minute of latency, so that's not good enough to interact. So yeah. Yeah, 1440p is not too demanding compared to 1080p, but on YouTube, man, it looks amazing in comparison to 1080. De nada, de nada. What the heck, I'm back here? Are you kidding me? No. Okay. Okay, okay. Anyways. Pensé que solo inglés. Bueno, acá estoy. Hablo español. So guys, on 1080p is fine. Let's do 1440p. Now let's do 900p super quickly just to show you that you can do the maximum settings just fine. But I mean, 1080p works fine. No tengo amigos youtubers. Alright guys, so now we're at 900p Ultra. So 900p Ultra at the moment. I mean, it's probably going to be fine. Let's take a look. So as you can see, 900p Ultra settings, Unreal Engine 4 game, and yeah, over 60 frames. There is some screen space reflections, apparently, not entirely sure. So yeah, it works just fine, at least in this location. But since we're teleporting from a hub area to locations like these, I'm not expecting a huge difference with other levels. It probably runs almost the same in the rest of them. I'm just guessing, of course. But again, since it has teleportation to different locations, and 10 megabit bitrate is too much, to be honest. Nah, trust me, it's good enough. 9 to 10 is not enough. I tried it, trust me. I tried a lot of settings. 19 megabits is the maximum for 1440p, so trust me, I've been trying it. It does look fine. 9000 is not enough. When there's a lot of movement on screen, I'm sorry, but you're going to get a lot of micro blocking. YouTube compression, it's absolute garbage. ¿Está en Game Pass? No tengo ni idea, Madraco. La verdad que no tengo idea. Let me check if I can level up something. Oh, I have a map. Or do I? No. Hang on. Oh, I can explode it. My bad. Boom. Die. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo estás? Sigor Bosque Cabrejas, ¿todo bien? How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the stream. Hey Sandra, how's it going? Long time no see. It's been a while. I hope you're having a great day, Sandra. And you're going to be pissed about this game. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that video then. But yeah, so far it's pretty meh, pretty bland. Bland, I think, is a correct word so far. Let's see if I can find... Okay, gotta wait for the elevator. Yeah, it will be fun for Angry Joe because he's a huge fan of Dungeons and Dragons. I know nothing about it. This is my first Dungeons and Dragons experience. Ah, está en Game Pass. Okay. Interesante, no sabía.
Another chance to make the Dale safe.
Thanks for the heads up, guys. I appreciate that. Maybe, no, not down there. Let's try the other way. I'm trying to find what the game tells me to find, the bridge camp. Hopefully it is this way. This game is just as bad as the reviews. Yeah, it's pretty bland so far. But at least it runs well. which is what I'm here for, actually. I'm here for performance. So yeah, in that regard, the game is fine. Performance is great so far. So let's now do 1440p. I mean, 720p is a waste of time in this case because 900p and 1080p already work over 60 pretty easily. So yeah, let's go 1440p. We're going to aim for 60, so we're going to put it on high. Hang on. That's not enough. Post-processing on medium, visual effects on medium. Does that improve it? Yes, it does. Great. Shadows on medium then. Oh, and the foliage, and the distance. Okay, a mix between medium and high appears to be, obviously, appears to be good enough for 60. Let's find out. So this is mid-high at 1440p. So a much higher resolution. So you get the extra pixels if you care about it. Okay, but now there's no shadows. So shadows on medium, guys, means no shadows, apparently. Yeah. So guys, if you put shadows on medium, keep in mind that the shadows will disappear. You have only the baked shadows from the environment, but no shadows for the character, which is a huge downgrade for me. If I went for a higher resolution, I would probably aim for 30 in this case. ¿Qué le pasó a tu 580? Nada, se la di a un amigo porque en realidad corre a 10 FPS más que la 570. Y tengo poco tiempo en mis manos, así que quedo en eso. Bro, do we need to download anything for the Fidelity FX Super Resolution on NVIDIA GPUs? No, not at all. As long as the game supports it and you have the game updated, you should be good to go. Fidelity FX only has that thing. You just need the game to be updated, and if the game supports it, it'll show up in the menu. So yeah, don't worry, you should be good to go. If you're playing a pirated version of Godfall, well, you probably don't have the latest update, so keep that in mind. If you don't have a legit copy of Godfall, well, you're not going to have the Fidelity FX option. Because it's on an update, you need to have the game updated to the latest version. So yeah, you don't need anything, you just need the game to be updated and you're good to go. Además la 570 le haces un ligero 6, listo, anda como la 580. Bueno, tampoco están así, pero pero sí, anda cerca. Come on. Although I'm seeing some drops into the 40s when I'm getting attacked with certain effects. So again, at 1440p, I'm probably aiming for 30 on this one. And I mean, removing the shadows, I don't know. I don't think it helps the game in any way. So let's max it out again. And hopefully we're over 30. So yeah. Here we go. Wish me luck. I don't need luck on this one, I think. So 1440p Ultra. Okay, so 1440p Ultra, we're getting mid-30s. Let's see once effects show up, but so far so good. So yeah, performance is fine. Now we got those shadows back, finally. Without shadows, yeah, it looks super flat. And at least we get some sort of reflection going on. ¿Cómo se puede poner lo de FSR a este título? No se puede. O sea, no se puede porque todavía no hay un update. FSR is nothing compared to DLSS. I mean, of course, DLSS requires certain technology to work, so of course it will be better. It has more things to be able to improve image quality. Also, the big advantage of FSR over DLSS is it works on basically every GPU. I mean, if you want to use DLSS, you need a super expensive RTX card, so of course it has to look better. If not, what's the point? So yeah, of course, DLSS looks better. What the hell, man? So yeah, 1440p on the 1050 Ti works fine. My advice, play it at 30 frames at 1440p if you want the extra resolution. Do not lower the shadows to medium. You just get rid of shadows, looks dreadful without shadows. So yeah, anyway, That's enough 1050 Ti. Let's go for the 570, which should be even better. We'll see. It's an Unreal Engine 4 game, so let's find out. Okay, time to swap to the 570. 1 second, guys. We're swapping, so let's go. 570. We have it right here on the table. So let's remove the 1050 Ti. So here it is, Superhero GPU on the side. And here's the 570. Let's plug it in. Okay, come on, 8-pin cable. There we go. HDMI. Alright, that should do. Fallout 4 for 1650 Super. I'm going to do a video on Fallout 4. I have more GPUs to try it on, so it will be interesting. Did you overclock the GPU? No. Sí, corre bien, corre bien. Do you speak Portuguese? No, I do not. But I understand a little bit of Portuguese. A little bit, because I speak Spanish. Also guys, hang on. I forgot to check out the FSR thing for this game. Let's find it. I'm going to look it up on AMD's website. Okay, so yeah, I'm not seeing this game in the list. Hang on. darkalliance FSR. Okay, interesting. So apparently FSR is for this game, but I cannot find it. Let me double check just in case. Oh, never mind. No, it's not on this game. My bad. Hi, Spiffy98. How's it going, man? Welcome. So apparently this game does not support FSR. Which, I mean, once a game supports FSR, I'm trying it out. Do not doubt about it, I'm going to do it. Anyway, let's get into the game once more. For some reason the Epic Game Store opens up on its own. No, Epic Game Store! Don't do it! Alright, start up. I want Steam to start up with my PC. Alright. Hang on. I'm looking for the game. I'll put it on favorites so it's easy to find. Apologies guys, I'm taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. There we go. Okay. I'm back into the PC now, but with the 570 this time around. So let's see how it goes. Probably better than the 1050 Ti, so I'm expecting 1080p Ultra and over 60 even when being attacked. So let's find out. Again, thanks to Wizards of the Coast for providing a copy of the game. Despite what I'm saying, despite me saying that the game is bland so far, pretty meh. ¿Estabas usando un joystick? Sí, un control de Play 4. No estoy jugando online, estoy jugando local. Alright, so let's change the thing in the resolution. We were at 1440p, let's go back to 1080. You know, like normal people, most people have a 1080p monitor nowadays. So as you can probably notice, maximum settings, 1080p, nothing special there. So yeah, let's get to it. Oh, okay, it jumps in right away. I'm seeing some stutter, pretty usual in Unreal Engine 4 games when an effect shows up for the first time. Boom, stutter. But in this one it's not that noticeable. Could it be te? No, this is mate. Like mate. It's pronounced like mate. That's the drink I'm having. ¿Hablas español también? Sí, soy de Uruguay. Hablo español, literal es mi idioma nativo. So for the people asking, yeah, I speak Spanish, that's my native tongue. So yeah, English is, I've been speaking English since I was a child, so this is good training for me. Se supone que una 570 no habrá problemas con este juego. Ya veremos, ya veremos. We're trying the 570, guys. Let's see if we can maintain over 60 on Ultra, or if we have to lower the settings like on the 1050 Ti, although we only needed to lower a couple things. Okay, yeah, so far so good. Over 60. Pensé que era MMO, es solo co-op. Sí, exacto, Héctor. Ahora sí. Okay, so remember guys, the thing that dropped the performance for me on the 1050 Ti was when I was seeing effects close to the camera, or when an enemy had an effect that was close to the camera. Like this. Oh yeah, so far so good. Yeah, even when those things get destroyed. So yeah, on the 570 you can do 1080p Ultra without an issue, I think. I think we're good to go. Sí, es mate, exacto. It's called mate. Mirror Search Catalyst for the 1650 Super. Yeah, I need to revisit a lot of games now that I have the 1650 Super, the 1650, the 1050 2 gigabytes. I need to revisit and the 1030. I need to revisit a lot of games that I covered in the past. So yeah, last time I revisited Borderlands 3. In the future I'll be doing Mirror's Edge, of course. I have 2 games in that franchise, so yeah. I'm fine. You know why my 1050 Ti stutter? Is it a bad graphics card? No, I mean, you know, it doesn't only depend on the graphics card. There are a lot of things that can make a game stutter. It could be that you don't have the RAM on dual channel, maybe your CPU is very slow. It depends, really. I think the shadow option also affects the ambient occlusion. I'm not sure. I think usually on Unreal Engine 4 games, the post-processing option is for ambient occlusion in general. On this game I do not know, since this is the second time I launched the game. So yeah, ¿cómo se hace el mate? Y buscar en internet. Mate uruguayo, ¿cómo se hace? Y aparece. Okay. So yeah, so far so good. Performance is fine. I'm probably doing 1440p in a minute. Let's get to the a little bit more demanding part. Don't worry, I'm not worrying. You don't worry, I'm just fine. Why is 580 not on the GPU list anymore? Because it's 10 frames above the 570. It runs almost the same. And I have so little time nowadays in comparison to before. Okay, here's where it drops. So the 580, just look at this footage of the 570 at 10 FPS and you're generally going to get the 580's numbers. It's just a time limitation. And you know, with the economy how it is at the moment, if I can sell a GPU that is very out of stock, I can get a little bit of profit. So 2 birds, 1 stone. The 580 runs almost the same as the 570, so not a lot of time in my hands. It was better to just sell it to the people that wanted it. So yeah, I got a small profit out of it. I bought it like for $200 2 years ago, I sold it for like $300. And people thought it was cheap, so I sold it at a decent price. I didn't sell it for $400 or $500. I sold it for $300. More like 10% more frames. Well, yeah, good point. But in general, it's 10 frames. In general. Which in some cases is not 10%, so you're right. True. Un par de reviews que decían que el juego estaba roto. Hasta ahora no lo veo roto, solo lo veo muy meh, por así decirlo. Muy blando, como dirían en inglés. Bland. So people are asking about bugs and all that. So far I haven't run into any bugs. But the game is pretty meh so far. Pretty bland. That's what I'm getting out of it. And the performance is good. So in that regard, I like what I see. Performance wise. Then the rest, yeah, not so much. Pretty bland for me. I bought my 470 Gaming X for 50 euros a year ago. Well, if you sell it now, you can get a good profit out of it. Sí, corre muy bien, Freddy Gameplays. Exactamente. Well, I have a 10400F, 570 and 32 gigs of RAM. You'll be fine then. No worries whatsoever. Okay, let's pause the game. Let's try 1440p now. We're going to do maximum settings first. I'm pretty confident for the 570 on this one. The game is playing on a 1063 gigs. Yeah, should be fine. You should be able to max it out. Although lower those textures. Textures need some lowering on this one. Because it uses more than 3 gigs on ultra settings. So 1440p highest settings. Sorry, my voice is kinda crackling. 1 second. I'm dying. Much better. Okay. 1440p ultra. And we're getting... Okay. Hang on. It appears to be fine. Over 50. Probably dropping into the 40s. Okay. There. So when effects show up, it drops into the 40s. No big deal. That's fine. Makes sense. Usually effects on screen was what dropped the 1050 Ti's performance, so good. Quiero actualizar mi i3 9100F a un i5 9400F, vale la pena. Y si pasas al i5 10400F vas a tener que cambiar la placa madre, así que yo creo que es un buen update pasar al i5 9400F. Hey Santiago, is this Steam version or the Game Pass version? This is the Steam version. I got a review code from the publisher, so thanks to the publisher for providing a copy of the game. They gave me a Steam key, so I do not know if the Game Pass version is any different. It's probably the same game, but on a different launcher, so performance is probably the same, I'm guessing. So yeah, we're playing the Steam version here. For the people wondering. Do you think it could be maxed out on a 3070 at 4K? Yeah, it should be fine. Should be easily doable. I mean, the 1050 Ti can do 1080p 60. If you're not getting 60s at 4K, lower those shadows to high and you should be good to go. Decent performance improvement. De nada, Andrusous96. Perdón si leí mal tu nombre. Perdón, Andrew, perdón. Oh, you have a Ryzen 5 3600. Is it good for gaming? I want to buy it. Yeah, it should be fine, man. For gaming is more than enough at the moment. I'm using it for the live stream though, so it's only doing video encoding in my PC. So if you want it for gaming, it should be more than enough. Although I'll check the pricing for i5's TR400F. That one runs basically the same as the 3600, but costs less, at least in my country, so if you can find it at a cheaper price, go for the i5 10400F. At the moment, Ryzen for some reason is super expensive in my country. Maybe because more people are buying AMD. So yeah, get the cheaper one from those two. Both are 6 cores and 12 threads, so should be good to go for gaming. This game can be maxed out at 2060 at 4K, I think. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But for 60 frames, a 3070 should be more than enough. Oh man, I hate the lock-on system. The lock-on system is a little bit wonky so far. I'm not hitting what I want to hit. Or at least I killed this dude, finally. Completely dead. Reduced to atoms. Literally. ¿Cuánto tiempo crees que aguantará la 570 con juegos modernos? Imposible saber. Yo diría, este año va a poder, pero el año que viene yo qué sé. No sé. Yo supongo que va a estar bien. Okay, take a short rest, increase loot rarity. Yeah, let's take a rest. Oh, you can cancel it. Oh yeah, because it's a co-op game. Makes sense. Makes sense that they put a timer on it. What kind of music are you into? Every kind of music. I mean, I do not hate music at all, so I prefer rock personally. But yeah, I'm not very deep with music. I just listen to it. Alright, let's try it and get 60 frames. We're lowering the shadows to high, effects to high, and post-processing. Yeah, let's keep it like that. So we have 47, we apply the settings, and we get how much? Instead of 47, 65. Excellent. So this is basically a mix between ultra, let's call this very high to high. So this is very high, with some stuff on high, which is usually, again, the Unreal Engine 4 stuff. The shadows, effects, and post-processing. That's what usually increases the performance in Unreal Engine 4 games when I lower it, so we're going for that. Why are you not testing the 1060 3 gigs? Because 3 gigs doesn't make sense nowadays. And the 1650 Super runs almost the same as the 1060, so why waste my time with more GPUs if I can do one that runs similar? It's just a timing issue. F, yeah. Ozzy Osbourne, National Acrobat. Never heard about National Acrobat. Oh, that's a song, okay. Then I don't know my rock and roll. I have no idea about names of stuff. I just know it sounds in a certain way and I recognize it, but I don't know the names. I'm pretty bad with names on songs. I'm still using single channel on Ryzen. I'm missing out on a lot of CPU power. Yeah, man. You are. Go dual channel right away. What are you waiting for? You're wasting a lot of performance. That poor Ryzen CPU is suffering. Those CCXs cannot talk quickly. Go dual channel, please. Do yourself a favor. Why are you here and not watching Portugal France? Because I do not care about football at all. I mean, sports. I like combat sports, but I'm not a fan of sports in general. I just do some kung fu and tai chi and that's about it. I'm just pretty lame with sports and music. I'm lame in a way that I'm not super into them. I'm not a huge fan. But that's about it. Where to? Do I need to go upstairs or what? El juego es nuevo, es bueno o se aburre. El juego es nuevo, está en Game Pass, pero es bastante mediocre. Hace todo ok, es como muy ok. Es un juego muy meh. It's a pretty bland game so far, yeah guys. I mean, the combat it works. The combat is fine, performance is great. So performance, good. Graphics are okay-ish. But that's about it. It's pretty meh. Bland. Santiago likes watching people beat each other up for fun. Exactly. But I get bored after 5 minutes. I mean, it's fine once they start punching each other. But after that it gets pretty same. That's why I like gaming so much, because I actually can do something in the video game. If I'm watching something, I'm not interacting. I prefer to be the guy fighting, personally. But that's about it. Okay, see ya later, man. Glad to have you here. I'm trying to find where to go. Oh, the red parts. Yeah, the red cloth gives it away. My bad. That's a good way to tell me where to go.
I defend these lands.
You're about to get wrecked. But as you can see, guys, with these settings, a mix between very high and high. I just lowered the effects, post-processing and shadows to high. It appears to be over 60 at 1440p, which is good. So yeah, performance is good. This game has FSR? No, it doesn't. Alright, let's try now 4K. Now that we're here, we might as well. I'm guessing that with these settings, we're going to get 30 frames. I'm not expecting much more than that, really. So yeah. Alright, let's go now for 4K. Again guys, the only things I lowered were shadows, effects and post-process, so keep that in mind. And we're at 4K resolution, so a lot of pixels. And as you can see, as I predicted, over 30 frames. Hopefully it doesn't drop below 30. So let's keep playing and find out. Let's put an explosion close to the camera. Let's go, explosion! I need game recommendations, chat. Give me some. Okay, go for it. I do not recommend any because there's a lot of games. And I don't have enough time to experience them all. Okay, 30 frames. Good. Yeah, now it looks super sharp. So if you want to play at 4K, you can. Although it might drop sometimes when effects are very close to the camera, like now. As you can see. But after that, should be fine. So yeah, 4K looks good. But it doesn't improve the game. I mean, the game is still pretty bland. But it works. So yeah, at least I'm glad that it runs fine. That's something that the game does well. It runs fine. Your game is poorly optimized? Nah, it runs okay. It's a 570 running almost on the highest settings at 4K. If you have something like a 590, even a 1080 Ti, you should be able to do 4K 60 pretty easily. So yeah, it's not poorly optimized in my opinion. Far Cry franchise. Oh yeah, Far Cry I like the third one, and the second one, and the fifth one. I like a lot of the Far Cry games personally, but I think the third one is a good one nowadays. Considering the age of the game, it holds up pretty well. No, this is not a 1050 Ti. This is a 570. Look over my head. Over my head, you can see it says 570. The 1050 Ti though could do 1440p 30, which is also good. Oh no, what is the puzzle? I'm lost. Maybe the circle goes after that one. And maybe the triangle. Where is the triangle? Maybe I missed it. Maybe it was back here. Ah, bien, pusieron Wolfenstein 2 en Game Pass. Bueno, me alegro. Que lo pueda jugar más gente. Yeah, PlayStation puzzle on PC. I'm still looking for the triangle though. I think I missed it somewhere. Maybe... Oh, maybe this way. Maybe I can break this... Yeah, there we go. Good puzzles. Good puzzles. Although, I'm dead. Instant karma, as you can see, guys. Instant karma. I say something bad and my character dies. That's hilarious. I love it. I love when that happens live. Because in the future you can see, oh, look at what Santiago did while he was live. What a dumbass. That's hilarious. I insult the game and 2 seconds after the game kills me. That's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, Breath of the Wild tier puzzle. Well, Breath of the Wild has some interesting puzzles. After you play a little bit of it. Ah, también está el Evil Within 2. Sí, juegazo. A mí me encantó ese. Yeah, I also loved the Evil Within 2. I liked it more than the first one, personally. Evil Within 2. Mate time! Sabelo, Gabriel. Sabelo. Also, guys, I have a question for you. So, would you like my live streams to have subtitles? And by subtitles, I mean the auto-generated subtitles from YouTube. The... Oh, okay, I already finished the puzzle. Okay, it finished itself, because I died once it was solved. Cool. So as I was saying, do you prefer the live stream to be me having less latency with you guys, or do you would prefer a little bit more latency, but having subtitles working in real time? And by subtitles, I mean the auto-generated English subtitles. Stand near the heated swords to gain a little heat before going into ice area. Thanks for the heads up. I didn't know that. And how are you doing, Paradise Decay? Welcome back, mister. How's VR treating you? Santiago with the grind. Content every day. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Saludos, hermano argentino. I mean, there's also new games coming out. I might be doing Open Country on Thursday, and on Friday, Scarlet Nexus I want to do. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, you prefer... We need that Japanese random generate subtitles. Low latency. Okay, so we have 1 versus 1. Give me more, give me more. ¿Ese juego es compatible con FSR? Al momento no. No sé en el futuro qué va a pasar, pero por ahora no. Okay, yeah, effects on screen kills the performance for a few seconds. Although I'm invisible, so it doesn't matter. I'm not getting hit. Nah, we want to chat with you and distract you from the game. Okay, makes sense. That's usually how it goes. That's why I died in the first puzzle. What's up with the GPU? Nothing. It's just doing its best to render the scene. VR is great, thanks. Makes it hard for me to play pancake flat games. Makes sense. That's a good way to put it. Pancake games. Sounds delicious. I don't mind at all without subtitles. Okay, cool. Because I saw a lot of people in my Cyberpunk 2077 4K livestream saying that it was great that I had subtitles in real time because they couldn't understand what I was saying. So yeah, good to know. What CPUs today? It's all in the description. Subtitles not needed. Okay, gotcha. Let's take a short rest. So yeah, as you could see guys, when FX showed up, it dropped below 30. But again, I don't think it's a huge deal in this case. We're at 4K on a 570. I'd rather have that than disabling the shadows. Disabling the shadows looks pretty terrible. And then laugh at you how bad you are at certain game. Hell yeah. That's the best way to do it, I think. That's the best way to interact with you guys. You guys distracting me with the chat so I can not pay attention to the game at all. No, I mean, why are you using older GPUs? Oh, I'm using older GPUs because my channel is about cheap GPUs. That's why. I hope that answers your question. I usually test stuff that people can buy. In general, the 570 is not something you can buy at the moment. So, yeah. Your English is perfectly clear. Well, not for everyone. I mean, if you don't speak English natively, maybe you need subtitles to understand clearly what I'm saying. Some people. I'm not talking about everyone. I'm talking about people that are not native English speakers or don't have a lot of experience with English. Low latency, your English is great. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Oh, stop it, you. So, I forgot to move the camera, sorry. So we're removing the 570. Did a good job. 1080p 60, well, over 60 on max settings. 1440p 30 on maximum settings. High to very high, you can do 60s at 1440p. Or you can do 4K 30 with drops into the 20s. So let's put this here. And we got the 1650 Super. So this is like a 1060 performance-wise. So if you have a 1060, it should be pretty similar to this. But if you have the 3 gig version of the 1060, well, it'll be needed to lower those textures. Okay. Then plug it in. And boom, PC is on. Let's read chat. Oh, sorry, Ryzen 5 3600. Yeah, the 3600 is the streaming PC, which has a capture card, and that captures. See what I did there? And that captures the image of this PC that you're seeing next to me. So yeah. Oh, LOL. I wouldn't know. I never own an AMD GPU. I currently have a 3080. Oh, well, the 570 is close to the 1063 gigs. It's in between the 1066 gigs and the 1063 gigs. Faster than the 1050 Ti and yeah, basically there. That's where the 570 falls into. In general, it depends. It varies from a game-to-game basis. Oh, now I see Intel Cooler. So i3 today. Yeah, i3 is now the basic the basic processor I'm using is a 10th gen i3, so 4 cores, 8 threads. What 4 years ago was an i7 is now an i3, as you can see. Now the cheapest, now i3s are 4 cores, 8 threads. That's insane. I mean, why go to a more expensive CPU? 4 cores, 8 threads for $100 and something. I mean, great deal. Also, you have the Ryzen 3 3100 that should run almost the same, so yeah, hang on, I'm launching Steam. Wait for it. Oh, thanks for sending the song. A National Acrobat, I'll check it out later. I don't want to get copyrighted. So, we're back into the PC now. We're launching the game. Again, remember, this is a Steam version, should be running the same. But hey, I do not know. Alright. So we're doing 1080p, ultra settings. Considering this is an Unreal Engine 4 game, Nvidia cards should be having a better time. Thanks AMD for 8-threaded i3s, hell yeah, yeah. Also, Ryzen 3s are 4-core 6 threads, so should be comparable. Yeah, as of right now, I would say that the i3's 10th gen and Ryzen 3's from the 3100 lineup should be good enough. And by good enough, I mean they can run basically every game just fine, at least in my experience. So yeah. What's your drink? It looks good. It's called Yerba Mate. So look up Mate in Google, Mate Uruguay, and you'll find it. Hang on, I think something is up with the options here. We're locked at 60 for some reason. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sometimes for some reason in Unreal Engine 4 games, this is not the first time I ran into this. Sometimes it locks itself to 60, some Unreal titles. So you have to change the maximum FPS and apply the settings. Pretty odd. It happens. So yeah. What up, Santiago? Doing fine. What about you? PONGFO. Alright. So as you can see on maximum settings, 100 FPS. So there's not a lot to say. I'm probably doing 1440p, then 4K. I think even 1440p maximum should be 60 frames. Hang on. I'm going to put it on Adventurer. Time to start putting your drink's name in the description along with the hardware. Hell yeah, I should. That's a good idea. Thanks for the heads up. Once they ask me, hey, what you drinking? I'll say, link in the description for the Amazon link for the mate. It's called mate, but it should be everywhere in the world nowadays. It's more common than before. Yeah, in Brazil it's called chimarrão. Yeah, what a stupid name. Sorry, not meant to insult you, but what a stupid name for a drink. I say that because Uruguayans and Brazilians in general, we are like friendly enemies, so we can insult each other like good friends. Hola Santi, ¿qué tal este juego? Sergio, hasta ahora bastante mediocre. Todo funciona bien, pero no hace nada magnífico. O sea, los controles están bien, los gráficos están ok. Los controles funcionan bien, pero hasta ahí llega, es como meh. So I was saying in Spanish, somebody asked me what I think about the game. So far the game is pretty bland. Performs great. Graphics are okay. Controls are fine. But other than that, it's pretty meh. It doesn't do anything remarkable. It's just okay. So yeah, it's pretty disappointing in that regard. I was expecting more. But by seeing the character's animation here, if I move the stick, you already know what to expect. So yeah. I googled it, seems like mate's herbal tea. Yeah, exactly, something like that. Something like that, yeah. It's made out of plants, yeah. It's like drinking tea. It keeps you focused. It's less intensive than coffee though. I had some trouble installing FSR on my system. You don't have to install anything for FSR. You only need the game to be updated. If the game is updated to the latest version, you should have the option on Godfall at least. You need to have the latest version of the game because it's implemented on a game-to-game basis. It's not a driver thing. It's something that is in the game itself. Oh, what happened there? Okay. It dropped to 30, then stabilized. Pretty odd. I found the combat to be a little bit sluggish with the button presses. Yeah, it feels like it has some sort of tiny delay when you're doing heavy attacks. But the blocking is pretty forgiving. So the combat is not difficult unless you're on a higher difficulty, which kind of makes sense. But I'm feeling a little bit of delay with the controls. Also, the other delay I'm feeling is because I'm looking at the capture card footage directly. So I have a tiny bit of latency from my end. But that's because that happens on all the games I test. So there's other games I played with that had similar controls. And they didn't have that input lag. But it's very little. You can get used to it, I think.
Siege and then see what damage has been done with it.
RTX 2060 is running 82C. Well, undervolted. I have a tutorial for that as well. I think you gotta update your drivers to the newest one. No new drivers are needed. You can just download the latest update for Godfall and you should have FSR in the options menu. The drivers are a good idea, but they're not necessary. They're not needed for FSR support. I could even run it on a 750 Ti with FSR. Video for that tomorrow. Did one of the enemies spank their own butt cheek to mock you? Yeah, it just did. I saw that multiple times already in this game. It's pretty funny. But I love that they do it even if I'm a meter away from them. Like, they show me their butt to mock me, and then they just stand there waiting to be attacked. But I'm playing on the Aces difficulty because I was having a little bit of death. So yeah, this game feels like it's made with co-op in mind so far. Because if I play on the second difficulty, the one above the easiest one, it feels pretty difficult when you're fighting the bigger enemies. So I think this game is meant to be co-op, not to play on your own. So yeah, kinda makes sense. Oh, never mind, the newest driver said FSR support, so maybe it helps optimize it. Yeah, maybe. So, as you can see guys, 1080p is fine. You'd need nothing to run 1080p 60 on this one, no tweaks. So let's just go directly to 1440p. Which again, I'm guessing is going to be 60 frames without any adjustments, considering the 1080p performance. So yeah, let's do it. 1080p Ultra. Now we're now at 1440. We're high end today. We're doing 1440. Yes, enemy AI, a lot to be desired. They will run back if you go out of an area. Oh, that's interesting. That's why I could outrun them so easily. Makes sense. All right. Okay, as expected, 60 frames. Let's see if it holds up once effects show up. I guess because it's too strong and someone suffered with heart problem. What are you talking about? Oh, you mean Guaraná? It's illegal? What? Really? I didn't think it was illegal. I drank it when I was a child. I thought Guaraná wasn't bad at all. I thought it was pretty good. A little bit strong, but pretty good. Okay, effects showed up. We dropped into the 60s, but yeah. 1440p maximum, over 60, so running fine. Good, good, good. At least in that side the game is good. At least it runs well. That's my takeaway so far. How much I played? I played like an hour, almost an hour. ¿Cómo estás, Santiago? Mr. Andrew. Bien, ¿y vos? ¿Cómo andás? ¿Todo bien? Alright, we're good. Still 60s. Let's see for how long that stays that way. But I mean, I wouldn't even tweak it. It runs fine. It's probably going to drop with more effects, like the freezing thing here when I destroy these characters. But yeah, mostly over 50 frames. So good. Runs well. I'm going to play a little bit more and do 4K. I'm not expecting 60 at 4K, but I'm expecting over 30 on the highest settings, so at least that's something. Also, not sure about you guys, but this feels like Shadow of Mordor at home. So, Mom, can we get Shadow of Mordor? No, son, we have Shadow of Mordor at home. Shadow of Mordor at home? It's this. Especially because of the camera placement and the cape. It gives me Shadow of Mordor vibes. I don't know. Reminds me of Talion. So yeah, we're playing Shadow of Mordor at home at the moment. Alright. Got you all dead. Gone forever, reduced to atoms. Yeah, 1440p is fine. Let's do 4K now. Let's be PC gaming enthusiasts for a minute with a budget GPU. And let's do 4K. I'm guessing that it's going to be over 30, but hey, who knows? Maybe I need to tweak some stuff. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing 30 in the options menu. We're going to do ultra settings plus, whoa, ultra settings plus high shadows. Whoa, that keyboard. So this is 4K, highest settings, but high shadows, so we get some extra performance. ¿Te está gustando el juego? Hasta ahora no, la verdad que no, para nada. Me parece bastante mediocre. So someone asked me in Spanish if I like the game. So far I'm not liking the game. I mean, I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. Whoa. I mean, it controls fine, it looks fine, it runs great. But it's pretty meh, pretty bland. I don't know. So yeah, I know I got the game for free from the publisher, thanks to the publisher for providing a copy of the game. But I didn't like the game. I'm not going to play this ever again. But it doesn't mean it's bad. It means it's just pretty mediocre. Average at best. So yeah, it's not bad, but it's not great either. That's what I'm trying to say. Keep up the good work, dude. Great stream. Well, thank you. But it runs well, so if you want to play it, it's on Game Pass. I didn't know that. I found out today that it's on Game Pass, so if you want to give it a shot, it runs pretty well. But that's its best feature. The best feature of this game, for me at least, my takeaway is, oh, it runs fine. Good. What's up, man? Say hello to Brazil. I have a 570. Very nice video card. Well, welcome. Hi to Brazil. We are neighbors. I'm from Uruguay, so we're pretty close. You know, we're a few kilometers away. So yeah, 570 is a great card. I agree. Whoa. Feels generic. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get across. But it's generic, but it runs well. I just uninstalled it. I'll stick to Asgard's Wrath in VR. Well, you get a VR headset, so you have a something different at least. Oh no, I'm going to die. Yeah, here it drops below 30, so gotta do some adjustments. Let's lower the post-processing, the foliage, and the visuals. So basically a mix between high and very high. Okay, that gave us a few extra frames, at least in the bad part. So let's call this very high to high. So yeah, FSR works on 750 Ti. Yeah, it does. It depends on the game you're playing, really. My character is about to die. Come on, don't die now. Don't give up on me, please.
Don't tease me, Elf. My mouth's already watering.
Your mouth is already watering? Well, I don't like where this is going. Let's get away. Oh no, I'm almost dead. Let's see if there's any health inside this part. No, no health. I'm about to die. Please help. Okay, gotta call the elevator once more. Which games FSR works best? I mean, it works good on all of them. The thing is how much you're willing to sacrifice for extra performance. Usually if you stay on quality or ultra quality on FSR, you're good to go. In general. But as long as the game supports it, you should be good to go. Should be a good improvement. My character is almost dead. Oh, I forgot that I have a blocking button. There we go. Oh, I died. I missed. Yeah, he has a very tiny input lag, input delay thing. And he's just standing there, repeating the animation. Come on. Teleport me back to the bonfire. Damn it, I missed so much content late. How did the 1050 do? It did well. You can do 1080p 60 pretty easily. Just rewind the live stream, you'll find it, man. Glad to see you here. Don't worry, you're never late to my live streams. Being late is kind of impossible because the live stream after this gets published as a video, so you're good to go. Lost Per Gamer is going to love FSR performance mode. Yeah, We are all going to love it. Playing at 540p or below in integrated graphics. It's going to be amazing. I mean, I have a video showing that. You'll see it tomorrow. The 1030 and the 750 Ti on performance mode at 720p on Godfall. And I have to say, it looks like somebody made a drawing of Godfall and they smudged it all over the screen. It's like using FXIA on steroids. No worries, man. I'm here to talk to you guys and to play the game and show you what is it about, how it runs. So don't thank me. I'm here for that. Lospe Gamer is my favorite science channel. Same. Although I wish he uploaded more frequently. That would be nice. But I understand that videos like that require more investigation. Usually my content is about investigating, so makes sense that I can do more content more often. So yeah, let's dance. Hell yeah. All day, every day. Never missed a single day.
Who stands against me?
Who stands against me? These tiny boys stand against me. Okay. Yeah, when I'm very close to the camera with effects, it likes to drop pretty low. I'm there in the butt. That sounded terrible, sorry. This is a family-friendly channel. Please try deploaded NVIDIA drivers. Nah, I'm good. Most people do not use them, so I'm going to stick to the default. If I can stick to the default, better. Hey San, hey the star, how's it going, man? Welcome back to the channel. And here we got Shadow of Mordor at home. So yeah guys, I think this is super understandable now. The game runs fantastically well. I don't think I need to show more of that. It runs okay. You don't need much of a strong GPU to do it. You can do 60 frames on 1080p on the 1050 Ti, but lowering some stuff to high instead of very high, so super easy to run. It's Unreal Engine 4, controls are fine, a little bit of input lag, but the game feels very generic, very meh, bland. But the controls are fine. I mean, it works. But it's not bad, but it's not great either. It's like, I don't know, a game that I'll buy on a sale pretty cheap. That's basically my verdict. Bland, but it runs well. So they did great with the performance, but that's about it. That's its best feature. It runs well. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you guys next time. Again, thanks to Wizards of the Coast for providing the copy of the game. Super nice of them for providing it, despite what I'm saying about the game. But I gotta be honest guys. So yeah, see ya next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching. See you next time, love you all. Hopefully I see you tomorrow or the day after with Scarlet Nexus. We'll see. See you next time guys, bye bye. Bye.